hello. Good evening. Good evening. If you are ready, please let me just drop myself this evening. I'm ready. I am ready. Don't worry yourself. I'm here. I'm available. I'm ready. I've been called out by a lot of folks today, as usual, but you know it work already. Hey, we all call out each other. Good evening. How was y'all's day? It was a very active day. Let me put them front and center because before we talk about something, we need to remember how this occurred. Where are my people this evening? I'm ready for you. Good evening. Good evening. One and all members of the channel, good evening. Members of the channel, good evening. Let's see now. Moderators, good evening. Right? And good evening to those who casually watch. If you're just coming in and you never watched it before, good evening as well. Let me just say, some people are pretend. Let me just say some people pretend. Ain't no use pretending you don't feel the way I do. With this message that your body is sending, I can tell you wanna do. You wanna feel inside. It's too late to turn back now. Touching me so much, girl, just let. Where are you? Your body can't lie to me, cause I know. Where are you? Your body can't lie to me. What people up there? Me have the remedy for you, me have the remedy for you, me have the agony for you, but if I make you to like a tree, no. Remedy for you, me have the remedy for you, me have the agony for you, but if I make you to like a what? There are a lot of pretenders. Lots of pretenders. And we know the pretenders are around. Before we even get into today's show, because today's show, we need to get this going. Nanya, please be present. Nanya, you need to be present. Where is Nanya? Can somebody identify Nanya, please? Can someone please tell Nanya to come up front? Nanya, come here, Nanya fight all day. Only Nanya has been throwing blows. We need boxing gloves right now. The way me and Nanya fight all day, we've been going at it. And Nanya has other people who we've been going at it as well about all of this. So we're going to settle the score right now. We are going to settle the score. Let's dig into where this kiss come from. Because we have to highlight, if we're going to talk about the kiss, if we're going to debate the kiss, we need to actually see the kiss back again. Go on.
We got you.
It hurts so deep, Dalen.
Amber, I promise you.
It hurts so deep. Like down so deep.
I feel you, Amber. But just know, if there's anything that I can do to help you out, I'm going to always be here for you. Amber, listen to me. I'm going to be here.
Stop right there, sir. We had the first piece of kiss, then Amber kissed back. And this is vital because of how the story was told. This is very vital. This is extremely vital. But I just want to make sure, say, y'all see this. Then she realizes.
Amber.
Dalen, what are you doing?
Amber.
What are you doing?
All right. Then she realizes what exactly it is that she was doing because, of course, it's fine. Her brain is in trauma mode. It switched off. And all of a sudden, she's just in the moment. She's being comforted. Me get it. If y'all want to give me that, it's perfectly fine. But this wasn't no Dalen holding her down. I didn't swear him hold her down. And this is vital. He never held her down. And she did kiss back. This should not even have been a thing. This should have not been a thing at all. But since Amber wanted to make it a thing, we're going to make it a thing. This should not have been anything. This was a waste of memory for her to bring up. Don't worry yourself, folks. I'm going to give you all the floor. We're just going to cover the base tonight before we get to that because we don't want to get into it and we don't cover the bases them yet. So there is the kiss. That is the kiss. So she kissed back, that the kiss. So why is it important for us to talk about the kiss back? Because all of a sudden, she come from this little anniversary thing that them have, which, all right, y'all have an anniversary. And someone said in the chat, I think it's Roshan. Roshan says the problem he has with this, I don't know if Roshan is on the live tonight, but Roshan says the problem he has is that every time Amber is in the clear, she just brings, she throw these things for Anthony each and every time. No, listen, this is not a blame Amber session. I'm just showing you how it is that she picks the wrong time to do things. The wrong time. Just the timing just off. This not necessary. You're trying to reconcile with your husband. If that's what you're trying to do. By the way, the question is, what are you trying to do? Yes, Dalen is wrong. We know Dalen is wrong. We know that Dalen kiss her, but she kiss back. Can we admit that? We now say Dalen. We're not saying Dalen is not in the wrong for initiating the kiss. But it is what it is. She kissed back. If she never kissed back, then you're gonna have something else to say. But you know what? Don't worry. Let's dig into the clip. Let's dig into the clip.
When Dalen came to check on me, babe, Dalen kissed me. And I told him to stop. I told him to get out. I was extremely upset.
You hear that it's framed? Dalen kissed me. I told him to stop. I was extremely upset. I told him to get out. Let's keep going.
Right. You kissed Dalen?
He kissed me, and by the time I realized what was happening, I mean, it wasn't long, babe. I don't know. I didn't want to tell you because I know how close you two are, and babe, listen, just a second.
All right. So okay. What are we arguing tonight? Let me explain to you what we're arguing. Let me do the monologue so you know what we're arguing. She's Jeanette. I'm glad I have you on the channel, Jeanette, because I feel like people don't understand the magnitude of how Amber described what happened. You see, some women cannot understand this because you've never been in the position where a woman says stuff about you like this, where they don't really call out what really occurred, because you know how easy it is to form opinions. Now, listen to what I'm saying to you. Do I want Amber to be honest? Yes. Where are they now in their marriage? Their marriage is very, very rocky. It have a lot of different things in it. It have a lot of things going on. And so right now it's best to preserve the peace between what's going on for them. Now, if you're going to say, well, you know, Amber's trying to be honest to bring honesty forward. Okay, well, where is the confession on the amount that he sold for the theater? Well, where is the confession for for the amount of money he give Pierre to hold because of what he's been talking to Pierre about? Where are those confessions? They're never gonna come. So my thing is this. All that could have happened here is this. Since as y'all want me to give it a solution, let me just give a solution to this. All Amber needed to do was take the night that she had last night and just move forward in her relationship, if that's what she wants to do. So my question to the audience, because when we see some of the comments, then my question is, okay, do you guys actually want this to work or don't want it to work? Because if you want it to work, if you want the relationship to work, right, then don't bring up other men that you kiss. Because it's going to discombobulate a man's head. Maybe y'all not understand, but that's what it does. That's what it does. How he's going to look at her now is as the girl who is going around being with a lot of men. Like I said today, he already went through the thing with Wayne. Now him have to go deal with the fact that Dalen kissed her. And in his mind, more than that happened. Because now the insecurities is going to discombobulate him. Now, if you guys are saying, O'Neal, we don't care what happens to Anthony, then you're right. But if y'all are saying, I want the marriage to work down the wrong, because at this point in time, to me, because at this point in time, it is unnecessary. If you're wiping the slate clean, just forget about it and move forward. But nonetheless, let's proceed. You will see him react to everything. You'll see him react.
Just 1 second, okay? It didn't mean anything. I asked him to leave. I told him he was wrong. I checked him, and I just.
He kissed you.
Yes, but babe, just calm down, okay?
You hear him ask her again? You hear which part it go? Do you hear exactly what the thought processes are in his mind? Listen, if you don't care about the relationship, you guys are very correct. Then Amber needs to just be as open as possible because she don't care. But if she's looking at moving forward, right? Then better you just wipe everything under the rug. Wipe it clean underneath the rug and just say, you know what? I'm going to move forward. Forget it. It's a memory. It's gone. It's dead. It wasn't even anything. It wasn't anything worth anything at all. No pum pum na get touched. No pum pum has been touched.
Please, just calm down. Baby, what are you doing? Anthony, can you just hold on for 1 second? Anthony, don't call him while you're upset, okay? Babe, please, just a minute.
Step back.
All of this is a show. Me soon put it on. Me go read comments. All of this is a show. This now is what she asked for. She said she wants to feel protected. She wants to feel protected. So guess what? Anthony's going to give her a show of strength. He's going to show her how she needs to feel protected. You want me to show you that I can protect you? I'm going to show you that I can protect you. Let me call Dalen right now because Dalen is undersized. Him can't fight. So him can't punch Anthony in the face, right? Him can't fight. So if Anthony swing, him can't fight. That's just the deal of what it is. Him probably is the guy that Anthony used to beat up as a kid. So because Anthony used to beat him up, him can do anything to him.
Yo, what up, Ed?
What's up, brother?
Man, just chilling, bro. What you got going?
Nothing, man. Just here at the house, man. Seeing if you could swing by sometime today.
Yeah, bro. Just let me take care of some business I got going real quick, bro. I should be over there a little bit later. You good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Just wanted you to come by so I could show you something.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'll swing by there in a little bit, man.
All right, cool.
All right, boy. I'll see you later, bro.
All right, brother.
Anthony, please.
And she's looking like she don't realize say acting. Him now go be. You know what? Comments time. I'm so tired of them. They need a divorce. Like yesterday. Let me just read y'all's comments. He was comforting her. That's exactly what's going on. No, don't get me wrong. Dalen might listen. I think Dalen's motives are that, you know what, Amber has been mistreated so much for no reason. And he's really, really sad to see that him friend mistreating him wife like this. And so a situation happened. Things happen in a lifetime. I could understand if this was like one of those, sexual contacts. In them cases there, then hey, y'all are correct. You guys are correct. You're not correct. Hey, if you maybe need to disclose that right now because that's big. Something as a kiss where Dalen apologize for to you. And now believe, say, Amber, me really and truly apologize. I was out of character. I was acting out of character. Dalen even dismissed himself from the two of them because of that same little kiss. Don't forget this, You know, I'm going to realize that people don't forget that. Let me read y'all's thing. No, Amber has destroyed a very lifelong friendship. That's exactly what has occurred. I hope she stayed with Anthony and he dogs her. Because that's what you're going to get right now. You just give the man a whole heap of ammunition to dog you out. If y'all want to see Amber happy, listen, I'm just doing this for y'all. I'm telling y'all exactly how to work with the man. If y'all want to see Amber happy, this was not the greatest move. If I that you don't want to see. If you don't want to see her happy, then you're not going to see the sad, tormented. There is a possibility that Dalen could have brought it up sometime in the future to come clean with his own conscience. He would have never brought it up. He would have never brought it up. Let me explain this to you, Andrea. He would have never bring it up. Dalen would have never... You know, let me ask question because I don't feel like a joke. Ja'ala, let me see your comment, Ja'ala. No, I'm taking comments. Don't worry yourself. I may have to do my little dialogue first. The monologue. Let me read your comment, Ja'ala. He would have never brought it up. He would have never brought it up. When will Amber wake up? Amber, we're tired of the watered down storyline. She have to wake up at some point in time. Listen to me. All you have done is thrown back the relationship into a funk. That's the point. She has thrown it back into a funk. Now we're going to think, say, it's the same situation with Wayne again. It's a traumatic experience. Now, is O'Neal saying that she should be lying? Amber always wants to look like a virtuous woman. Exactly. And some of the time, them this overlooking or over whatever it is can be a detriment. And right now, she has made this a detriment to her situation. This was unnecessary. There is nothing to tell. Anthony's going to show him. Anthony, I'll show him. I'm going to play with Anthony, show him. He showed him, all right. Enough is enough. And it's time for a change. Nanya says the guys must keep them listening to themselves. That is true, Nanya. I'm not saying nay. Me not doubt what you said, Nanya, but didn't the man apologize for it, Nanya? Oh my gosh. It's like a man can't apologize for a simple mistake, but a woman can apologize? No, man, you don't have to call a spade a spade. Let us talk about this. The man didn't he apologize? Didn't Dalen? No, maybe O'Neal missed something. Maybe O'Neal has missed something. Let me ask you a question. Didn't Dalen apologize for this? Didn't he apologize for this? You let it go. Carl, I'm serious. My brother-in-law tried to kiss me. I had to tell my husband, and that was a nerve-wracking for me. Christopher, there is so... Nana, the problem with your thing is that your situation is not as detrimental as Amber's. That is the problem. The problem is that you're not into a scenario where your husband has been stepping out and you two want to have a rocky relationship. That's not what you're facing. You don't kiss your best friend's wife. I agree with you, Denise. But didn't the man apologize? Let me ask you ladies the question. Didn't Dalen apologize for this? Didn't he actually give Amber an apology? Hey, Amber, I really and truly apologize. Me out of character, whatever it is. And from then on, he kept it very cordial. So I want to make it look like, say, it was this bad guy that has been running around. It's almost like an R. Kelly moment. 97%. Can we find the Dalen apology? Because y'all are making it seem like, say, the man no apologized to Amber. Then no, man, come on, guys. Talk about the thing fairly and squarely. No, man, talk about the thing fairly and squarely, man. No, man, talk about this, guys, fairly and squarely. If y'all are going to talk about this, talk about it fairly and squarely. No, man, talk about it fairly and squarely, man. Fairly and squarely. No, man. Talk about it. Can somebody put can someone put the kiss, the apology for the kiss inside of the chat for me, please? Please. The man apologized for this. So me not understand what the guilty conscience for. Me not get what I don't understand the guilty conscience because he has apologized for this kiss. It's not like Dalen never apologized. It's not like he wasn't a big man and apologized for it. No, man. No, man. Nanya, your brother-in-law, did he apologize for his actions? Yeah, man, the man apologized, man. Listen, if he had apologized and tried it again, then your argument is plausible. Then your argument plausible. At that point in time, go on and tell your husband. But if a man do something and him say, no, Amber, I really and truly apologize, I'm out of character. And ever since then on, he has not done anything. But been the best, what you call it now, person him can to you. No, man, you can make it slide, man. No, man, you can make it slide. You can make it slide, man. Let me read some comments. When you can make it slide, man, it out of pocket, man. O'Neal, Dalen was not drunk. He knew exactly what he was doing. But him apologized. And he was better from then on. Talk the truth, man. No, man. You guys have to speak the truth about the thing now, man. No way. Now Anthony's going to use against her. Keisha, that's exactly what I'm saying. And what we're going to see is another couple of miserable weeks of Amber. I'm showing you how she brings herself in these miseries for no reason. But let's keep going. He apologized, but if she felt she wanted to say something about it, then oh well, everybody handles things differently. Donna, you are correct. So that's why I know me don't want nobody complain. I don't want anybody complain when Anthony starts acting out and treating her like garbage again, because that's what he's going to do. She says she love him, right? She love him, and this is what he's going to do. She made it seem like it was an open mouth kiss, and that's what Anthony's mind is wondering because of her description was so vague. She make it seem like it was a tongue in, even a tongue down. Never mind. O'Neal, you're talking nonsense. I'm reading his comments like it is. O'Neal, this is not about Dalen or even Anthony. It's about Amber and wanting to be honest and transparent in their marriage. Okay, Charmaine, I'm not saying nay, but if she's trying to be transparent and thinks that this is going to make Anthony better, it is not. So if y'all want to give me the transparent argument, nothing wrong with the transparent argument, you know. Let me explain something to y'all. I give a point of view, and that's okay. But just tell you, say, as of now on, just understand this. This kiss will be used against Amber. That's all I can tell you. So when he's using it, I don't want y'all to complain. Anthony's going to treat her even worse because now he's going to use this as a game. You know this type of man that you're playing with. We weren't talking about it fairly and squarely. You think an apology makes everything better, and it doesn't. Put your lips on me. Nanya, the man apologized to Amber really and truly. Like it wasn't like Nanya, I can't understand if it was a disingenuous apology. But the apology was a genuine apology. The guy genuinely apologized to Amber. And him said Amber honestly was out of character. It wasn't a man. It was his best friend. You don't let this slide. So let me, hold on. You know, make it slide? Well, I'm telling you this off of the cuff. Maybe O'Neal, he did apologize to Amber. Rico DIY said, O'Neal, yes, he did apologize. So she was supposed to lie to her husband. Hold on, man. Hold on. You know what? Let me answer the question. You know what? Since as y'all want to get into y'all's feelings with the Amber thing, let me ask y'all a question. Did Amber tell Anthony the whole truth? Let me see how I want to respond to that. No, Nanya, Charmaine, I want you to tell me, did Amber tell Anthony the whole truth, or did she still lie in some extent? Did she tell Anthony the whole truth? Since as you know, I make her out to be this just, holy, very truthful person, did she tell the whole truth? Let me ask you the question. Did she tell the whole truth? Since y'all want to absolve her and want to say she did nothing at all wrong and she was very, very correct, did she tell the whole truth? No, only not gonna stop it until y'all tell the truth. Because I can't make her do this. I can't allow her to do this. Did she tell the whole truth? Alright, a kiss is a kiss. So did she tell the whole truth? I could go again. Let's go again. Because y'all be able to know what she said.
I mean, it wasn't long, babe. I don't know. I didn't want to tell you because I know how close you two are. And baby,
No, man.
extremely upset.
Wait. You kissed Dalen?
He kissed me and
You hear that? No. Una na go escape. Did you hear that? Him ask her, did you kiss Dalen? Did you hear that? All right, no worry yourself. I just don't like how you guys are being. Listen, me is an Amber fan, but me not like the disingenuous stuff. You know, know some me go call these things out. Know me go call them out, and know me go for the receipts. Them, y'all know me go for the receipts.
A tequila not owned by a celebrity.
No. If we're going to do this, then since us we're going to really do this, may I show you why it was nope. It was out of the top. May I show you why it is over the top. But since we're going to do this, let's do it with the actual thing. Let's do it with the actual thing. Let's watch this again.
so deep, like down so deep.
I feel you, Amber. But just know, if there's anything that I can do to help you out, I'm going to always be here for you. Amber, listen to me. I'm going to be here.
That's one. That is Dalen kissing her. All right? You win that round. That's Amber's lips moving, kissing Dalen back. That's Amber's lips moving again, kissing Dalen back. Y'all want to talk about transparency? Well, okay, fine. We'll bring it out into the open then. Listen, if y'all are good, listen. She never said that. No, have to tell the truth and I make it look like she innocent in the entire thing. Because that's why it come after the man right now, and that's why I say it was to be left alone. That's why I leave it alone, because it was nothing.
By the time I realized what was happening, I mean, it wasn't long, babe. I don't know. I didn't want to tell you because I know how close you two are, and baby, babe, listen, just a second, just 1 second, okay? It didn't mean anything. I asked him to leave. I told him he was wrong. I checked him.
Well, I might say you could walk, but I don't mean it. And I might say you can talk, but I don't mean it. And then if looks just can kill, it's not for real. I don't mean it. 'Cause when I holler at you, girl, I don't mean it. And when I say that we're through, I don't mean it. Just know that looks that can kill is just for real. I don't mean it. It's all right. Let's get to when Anthony get upset. When I say, O'Neal, you must not understand. Her mental health was gone. Exactly, Diane. That's the point I'm raising. And that is exactly why she never should have mentioned it, because it's just a moment she don't need to mention right now. This was not the place for it. Why didn't she talk about this in therapy? The best place to have talked about this was in therapy. Not the day after. Not the day after. You beg the husband to do an anniversary thing. Only have to put the pot on him head because him shame. And now you're dropping this on him again, just like the last time with the Wayne thing. And I'm showing you why she's made this harder on herself. This is y'all's girl, and y'all want your girl to be good, right? You say you want the girl to be in a good state, correct? You say you want to see her up on the up and up, correct? And I'm just saying, I want to understand where I'm coming from, guys. Understand where Onila come from. Are you correct? Should David, Nanya, Charmian, the rest of people, are you correct that a man shouldn't be kissing another man's wife? You are correct. You are correct. A man shouldn't be doing that. But this at this time is unnecessary, because now she has given up leverage to herself that she shouldn't have. She's given Anthony another reason why to play the game, why to play the roulette, why to go listen to Sheila, why to go do a myriad of things. And that is the point that I'm raising from all of this. But it's fine. Go ahead.
Anthony, wait.
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
You kiss my wife?
What's wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you? You gonna kiss my wife?
Chill, bro.
Get off me.
Chill, bro.
I am not on y'all's type of time. The only time Anthony can be a man is bucking up against Dalen. The only time I do not protecting of anything at all is bucking up against Dalen. And O'Neal don't approve. Because this was unnecessary. It don't make any sense at all because he has apologized to his wife. He has. And good God, since as we want to talk about forgiveness and grace, then fine, give the grace there so too. If we're going to talk about forgiveness and grace, then give the grace. But it's okay. It's okay. No, O'Neal is not a hypocrite to what he's saying. But really and truly, what has happened is that she has created a firestorm. Whether I like it or not, she has created a storm. But maybe O'Neal wrong, don't worry about it.
My
Man,
wife.
man, relax, man. What's up?
Stop.
How could you? You're supposed to be my brother. And you gonna do this to me with my wife?
Hey, bro, I am your brother, man.
That's what you call being a brother? Kissing my wife? What? What you gotta say? Tell me. Look me in the face and say it ain't true.
Hey, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Calm down, man.
This is what your girl wanted to see. She wants to see her husband acting up like this. This is what she wants to see. She wants to see him be very protective of her, as she said. This is the protection she wants to see. Dalen being roughed up. This is the protection Amber wanted. Dalen be roughed up. Don't worry, O'Neal, this is looking at a woman being violated without consent. It doesn't matter. What do you mean she violated without consent? Here we go again with this whole thing. I knew I was going to go here. I knew it. And Andrea, you can stop a man if he's trying to violate her to go without consent. And it's one of two things. Either you're going to press charges in the moment or you're going to do something else in the moment. And what did she do in the moment? She run the man out of her house. And what else happened after that, Andrea? The man come back and apologize. And she said everything's squared between the both of them. Then if you don't like it, then go down to the police station and report him. I'm not going to make him come and behave as though one little kiss turned into a debacle where Dalen now becomes like this big old punching bag. Because of the marital issues that they're having. Let's call us, if you call a spade, call a spade a spade. And I'm not saying Dalen is correct. Listen to me again. My position is not that Dalen is correct. It's the can of worms that she has opened up for no reason. You open up can of worms when there's a reason for opening up can of worms. That's all I'm saying. You open up the can of worms if there's a reason for opening it up. If Dalen was acting a fool after all of that kiss, open up the can of worms. If Dalen never even apologized and is behaving outside himself, open up the can of worms. Open up the can of worms. What other action has Dalen done outside of this, Andrea, that warrants him for what basically what you say? Because this is a comment that looks like the comment that you give me is a comment where him liable to catch a charge. Might as well Dalen catch a charge for the kiss then. Based on the comment you give me, might as well him catch a charge. Only you know this reminds me of some men love knuckle women with other men and can't take it when the woman knuckle him. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Dalen initially kissed Amber first. She was very depressed at the time, and Amber doesn't want Dalen. And it's over, and the two of them over a long time. It's a can of worms, folks, and that's the point I work on. It's a can of worms that was never needed to be opened. May I read y'all's thing? She never said nothing, man. She left it go, she part it there, man. She not give the entire thing of the kiss then. If you ever talk about it in full. She never did. And only reason why Anthony fault there is because he ain't big enough a man enough to put his hands on Iman Shepherd. Exactly. Exactly. The only reason why he did is because him feel like him tougher than Dalen. This was just his flex move. And him get for flex the move in front of Amber. So him get for give her the move right now. For put her in line again. In case y'all don't realize what just happened, he just put her in line. That's exactly what him just do. Amber was definitely vulnerable if anything. Dalen was wrong for taking advantage of her. We've said that. And yes, Amber definitely should have not said anything. There is nothing to talk about. The moment passed and it gone and them apologize. Maybe only just see it differently. Me no know. Y'all make it look like say it was this big old moment where Dalen needs to catch a charge. Maybe Dalen needs to be charged. Maybe Dalen should have been charged. Let me ask y'all a question because maybe Dalen needed to have been charged. Ladies, it's fine. Never go into the chance so they can go in. Maybe this is misplaced anger. And you know the anger is going to come already. The anger going to get taken out on somebody else. Should Dalen, based on y'all's comment, catch a charge for his mistake kiss? There you go. Since as y'all tell me, say, O'Neal is this and is that and is this, then answer the question. If you catch a charge then. Yes, she kissed Dalen back. Be advised that she was in a vulnerable state. We know this, and that's the point we were making. That's why we keep saying that it was an unnecessary moment because it was already resolved. It's already resolved. She's proving nothing by doing this. O'Neal, she is not in her right mind, and I'm not going to say it again. If someone did that to you and your wife, listen, if my wife was in this type of state, let me be very clear. If my wife was in this type of state and this had happened, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Just let it go. If my wife was in this type of state, don't tell me. If I was in Anthony's shoes, where may I come from the cheating episode, plus me have what you call it, plus the Wayne episode, right? If I was in Anthony's shoes, don't tell me. Because the moment you tell me, I see you differently. And that's exactly what's going to happen with Anthony right now. If y'all think this made it better, it didn't. News flash to the ladies who think that they won some consolation prize, that Amber won some prize from this. The only thing she won was more bad treatment. That's the consolation prize. No, I'm not put the man on top, but during therapy, and Amber didn't want to talk about Wayne factor. Why you never talk about it in a them time there? Why you never talk about it at them time there? When in a therapy? One thing in the therapy session, why you never come up in a therapy then? You are God. I just think that so a man took advantage vulnerable woman, and it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay. What want to come from with this thing? Want to make it seem as if O'Neal said okay? When did O'Neal say it was okay? When did O'Neal say it was okay? So a man took advantage of a woman. No, whether a man or a woman takes advantage of any one of them, it is not okay. Nobody says it's okay. That's why the man apologized for the moment, because the man said, hey, I understand that this was a vulnerable moment for you and I took it incorrectly. When I go on to the man, I can't understand. It's like y'all are making it seem as though people can't. Okay, so in other words, when Amber messes up, in other words, what you guys are telling me is what it is. Then this is what it is. When Amber messes up, she must get the whatever it is, whatever it may be. But when someone else messes up, them supposed to get the full gamut. Anyway, let's proceed.
Calm down.
Hey, bro, it ain't nothing like that, man. It's not like that, bro.
How's it like?
How's it like? It's nothing like that. Come on, man. I'm your brother, Ant. You were the best man in my wedding. After everything we went through. And you do this to me?
You know what is terrible about this? People want to tell Amber. People wanted Amber to tell Anthony. And she did. No, it's not her fault because she's being honest. That's my thing. That's my thing. Listen, this was unnecessary. And the way how Dalen get treated in all of this, which is weird because the funny thing is that Dalen actually is a ride or die for Anthony, is a man that has taken all of the steps. And regardless of what y'all are telling me now, what brother and all the kind of things here, remember that it was Dalen that pulled a lot of different stunts and played guard while Anthony was doing all of his thing out in the streets. Again, me nah say Dalen innocent. Again, I'm not saying the moment wasn't a bad moment. But if we're going to call a spade, let's call a spade. What has happened since? Has Dalen proceeded to complete the same action? No. This is why I'm gonna like it. That's why I'm only gonna like it. I'm pushing back. Him treat his wife like a side chick. When it's suit time, scream, my wife. Come on, Anthony. It's fake. This was all fake, and you know him was going to do this. Dalen didn't approve of what Anthony was doing. He didn't. But him ride with him same way. As him best friend. He rode with him just the same way. As him best friend. Cover for him on many occasions. That's the part me begs about. No, Amber is not always right. Just like when she brought the ugly chain for the anniversary gift. Well, we are making it seem as though say it's like whatever it is. So in other words, based on y'all's commenting, in other words, Dalen should have catch a charge. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what should have been the repercussions. You know what? Maybe only you know what the repercussions have been. What should be the repercussions? What should be the result of Dalen's actions? Even with the apology. No, man, we're going to talk about it, you know. Listen to me. We're going to speak about it. I don't know I'm going to read comments. I want to know so we are getting it. Me tell you so we're going to get into it today. Only I'm going to need to tell Anthony about Victor and Kelvin. Exactly. It's like, y'all, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. You've just given the man a whole pile of different things. And don't forget, say, yes, there were times when Sheila never did approve of what Amber was doing. There were times of that. Dalen felt bad. He felt bad for lying. How many days he went up on Sheila and Anthony and said that they don't have a doorknob at all? Don't worry yourself. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, guys. It's all right. It is what it is. She's damn if she does right and damn if she does wrong. The point we're making, we're not, listen. I think y'all are not reasoning the thing out properly. Me think we're not on the same page where we are talking about whatever it is. Chanel is who is having a bad day? We're just talking about it. We're talking about the storyline. Y'all are arguing for Amber telling Anthony in this moment, and I'm arguing against it. I mean, I say she never needed to tell him. That's what we're arguing here. Are we not arguing the same thing? No, we're arguing two different things. Dalen wanted to sleep with Amber because he thought she was cheap. Is that it though? You sure that was it? No, Angela, I can't accept this because if this was true, Dalen would have tried again. If this was true, then Dalen would have tried again. If what you're saying is true, then Dalen would have tried again. He would have never never come back and apologize and has changed his behavior from then on. If that was true. So I'm going to believe that. I'm going to believe that. Because it never persisted. If Dalen was his friend, he would have never put himself in that position to try his wife. What do you mean if Dalen was... So now Dalen is not a good friend? He's now being questioned? No, boy, you're whole different. I'm serious, you know. So that means your friend them can't mess up. Based on y'all's comments, it looks to me like you It looked to me like, as a friend, you can never mess up. And don't get me wrong, I can understand if Dalen had slept with his wife, on the right to do what I say. Hey, it need to address right now. It probably need to address in a therapy. Hey, it need to go off or whatever it is. Because that you can't take back. All right. No, Dalen needs to press charges on Anthony and Shayla and Angelina. Press charge on Amber. He needs to experience being placed in cuffs, just as Amber was after she felt been betrayed. Dalen should have told Anthony. He should have. I wouldn't answer nay. But boy, it's all right, y'all. I just, hey, I'm just watching y'all's thing. What are we justifying? Which behavior we are justifying? Where is the behavior that we're justifying? What are you saying? I'm not saying Dalen should have been charged. However, it is more known that in my country, it is considered sexual assault to kiss someone without consent. Then press a charge. If you think, say, whatever it is, if you think that something happened, listen, Dalen did not really force himself onto her like that. There was no force. Andrea, you have to have force in the thing. And you can't kiss back either. You have to show that you were rejecting. It's just, I don't know. Boy, I tell you. What this short story is showing y'all is how easy it is men catch charges. Based on where Andrea, based on them laws that may show you how easy a man can catch a charge. In other words, even if the woman, whatever it is now, because remember that some women don't like when you advance and some women like when you advance. Because some women want to see you take charge, they want to see you act very masculine, some women want that. So in other words, you're risking it every single time, based on what I say. And I'm not saying people should be doing things without people's consent. But what is defined as consent? Maybe that we have to ask because it's subjective at this point. Let me read some comments. Poor Amber O'Neil is dragging her today. I'm not dragging her at all. We just don't like the fact say she bring this up because she has now given Anthony like a bunch of different things. He is going to use this. Hold on, if y'all think this is not necessary to reveal Anthony, just the point is valid. It's just you want to know it work. Phyllis said, keep your lips off people's wife, and I agree with y'all. I'm not, hey, me nah say on wrong enough, folks. That's not what I say. But me can't understand if the man did that pressure it. He wasn't doing that, guys. Come on, be real.
No, get off of me. What else have you done?
Come on, Ed, bro.
What else have you done? Because it couldn't have just been a kiss, right?
Are you serious, Ed?
Dead serious. You know what? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Best thing that you can do right now is get the hell off my property. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hang out with you. We ain't friends. And we damn sure ain't brothers. Get the hell out of here.
He treated him like he was a schoolboy. I mean, understanding of, listen, don't think O'Neal understand what's going on here. Don't think O'Neal understand. She told it for payback. But hey, must be that. I'm disagreeing, O'Neal. I'm just saying that it's chargeable in some countries. I practice in the legal field. And I'm not saying it's not chargeable, I understand that, But then may I ask you then, should he have caught a charge? Only will you want a friend to console a partner when they are having vulnerable moment again? Because I'm not going to be in Anthony's situation. That's just that. Me and Anthony roll two different ways. So my friend now have no need to console my wife because I'm always going to be there. Because I'm a very communicative man. But if you want us to really be honest, maybe Anthony should have been taking care of his household. And then this would not have happened. So you're saying that Dalen having to console his wife is Dalen's fault? O'Neal, Amber was not in the right mind. We see what you're saying. What do you call right mind? She being sad? That means every time a man gets sad and a woman takes advantage of him, she should be going to jail. Is that correct? Can you stand behind that? Or is this just another one of those double standards that we have in a society? Maybe me throw too hard there. So let me keep reading comments. Amber had forgiven Dalen for what he did, and she did accept his apology and also told him that they were back being friends again. Therefore, the matter should have been settled and no longer discussed. I thought it was just me that thought this. The matter was settled. I think the matter settled. This was the most unnecessary thing. Amber destroyed the long-term relationship between college friends. What do you think of what happened? You know what? You know what? You know what? I don't know. I don't know what to expect from life, but okay. Anthony, thank you very much for the super chat. Anthony says, why Anthony talked to Shayla the way he talked to Dalen and Amber? Why does Anthony talk to Shayla the way he talked to Dalen and Amber? Because he's not. Because guess what? He has a complex where he's above certain people. Little people, as him call them. No, Shayla just so happens to be a very bold and just brash chick, and so him can't control her. But a person like Dalen him can control, a person like Amber him can control, because now he's going to make sure him keep her in line. Mister, don't worry. Don't worry. Only not say nothing. I want y'all to watch the coming days. Amber talks when she doesn't need to. When she needs to talk, she not talk. That's the point of the matter we are talking about. When Amber needs to get honest and be very forthcoming, she not get forthcoming. She has been doing it. She has been doing some of it recently, but she's not doing enough. Amber, what makes you think that Anthony will be able to take anything out of, because that is how the Amber character is. Charmin. The Amber character is very soft and docile. Say what you want to say. She's soft and docile. And it's like y'all told me. You guys told me this. I'm a believer, you know. She have a facade with love and marriage. And so she can be manipulated and used because of her beliefs. She can be manipulated. And so he's going to manipulate her. It's crazy. Y'all can defend 100% to the end of the day. She kissed that man back. For the 30-second kiss. Make it make sense. But I know. It's just all I'm saying. It was just unnecessary. You could have left it. She doesn't talk when she's supposed to stand up to Shayla. Did he apologize? Yes, Angela, he did apologize. He did apologize. Him sit down and him apologize to her. I'm saying, Amber, me don't want the friendship to end. Amber, me apologize. Forgive me. Was out of myself. He even distanced himself when the marriage was having issues and kicked Anthony out for Amber. He deliberately did this because he saw what Amber was going through and tried to save the marriage. And this is how them treat him, and y'all are making it seem as though say he not deserve even. Oh wow, it's just it. She is soft and docile, Charmin. She still have softness and docile. Prophetess Holly is back with us. Prophetess Holly said Amber didn't destroy anything. Dalen should have thought about his friend when he kissed her. Dalen is in love with Amber, and Anthony is a monster and needs a reason to keep being one. Anthony, more than just Anthony a monster. Anthony can only do this to certain people. He can only do this with certain people. Anthony can only do this to certain people. I'm going to show you. Anthony can only do this sometime, not all the time. Only sometime can pull them stunt here. This is why I sometime can pull his stunt. So don't bother even come with that about monster. I'm not a monster. Nobody not afraid of Anthony. Dalen alone afraid of Anthony because he can't fight him. Dalen alone afraid of Anthony because Dalen's soft. Dalen is a mama's boy. Him alone afraid of Anthony. Him alone afraid of brown bread. He's the only one that is afraid of brown bread. Dalen is the only one afraid. Dalen is the only man afraid of brown bread. Because that me I call him as of right now. Brown bread. And the only person afraid of brown bread are Dalen. Brown bread. We're not afraid of brown bread. Nobody is afraid of brown bread.
Son, all right?
Okay. Well, he's not here, so you can leave. You just want to prove to your precious wife you're trying to save your marriage.
No.
And you think that I'm dumb. And
No
you
one's-
won't come. Yeah. Yeah, everything's good. He was just leaving.
You see that? More you take a look on that. Which monster? Cookie monster about monster. What kind of monster? Nobody not afraid of brown bread. Let me tell you this. Nobody not afraid. I only have bread in my cupboard. Hold on. I have bread in my blouse. See, I have bread in my cupboard. Because me I tell you this. Nobody not afraid of brown bread. Nobody not afraid. Let me tell you this right now. Let me explain this to you. Nobody not afraid of brown bread. Let me tell you this. Nobody not afraid. Nobody not afraid of brown bread. Brown bread can't only do them thing here. Nobody not afraid of brown bread. Brown bread are punk. Let me tell you that right now. Brown bread are punk. No one is scared of brown bread. Let me explain that to you. Anthony, brown bread. Me I call him brown bread as of right now. His next name is brown bread. In his own house. Nobody afraid of Anthony. Dalen afraid of him, of course. Dalen has been afraid of him. Dalen is afraid of Anthony. He's a mama's boy. He is afraid. Because exactly. That's the question, David. Why would he step to Iman? Because Iman is a bigger man for him. Brown bread. No, it's oat bread. Oat bread. What it is like a oat wheat bread. So what it have is like is a type of bread where they put the wheat on it. So that's what the bread is. That's why it come when I ask about the bread. Nobody not afraid of brown bread. The bread have a certain look, guys. It's a different type of bread. This. So them have like certain styles on the bread. That's what it is. Nobody not afraid of brown bread. Not a soul afraid of brown. We're not afraid of brown bread. Nobody not afraid of brown bread. Not a soul don't afraid of brown bread. Not a soul. But he's going to use it against Amber and Dalen because he know how to control them. He's been controlling them for days. Years. This is the outcome. Listen, the point I'm making in all of this is this. Can you make a note? My husband doesn't cheat. That was actually a part of our vows, believe it or not. Exactly, Nanya. Your husband was not in a cheating episode, so it is understandable. Your brother-in-law tried to do a thing. Your husband never had cheat. Your husband never had try nothing different. You weren't going through any traumatic episode, Nanya. I know them thing here. Every time when you come up with your things, listen to me. Y'all have great marriages. So y'all can't make it. Why are you skipping the fact that Wayne ran from which Anthony? I'm not afraid of Anthony. Wayne knows that Anthony a punk. Him just the one getting at the foolishness with Anthony right now. Run from which Anthony? Nobody afraid of Anthony, guys. We don't want to come from with this foolishness. You know what? Anyways, he's going to run over there to Pierre's house and to tell her, to tell Shayla, and she'll have something else for Shayla to throw in her face about Amber. Good question, Mary. Good question. Good question. Good question. Good question. Will Shayla find out about this? Will Shayla find out about this? That is now the question you need to ask yourself now. Will Shayla find out about this? And what will be the impact of that? The point I'm raising is, guys, let sleeping dogs lie. I can understand if it was a situation where it was a man that was cosplaying and over, well, not cosplaying, but he's over and over again attempting to be, what you call it, vindictive, or him attempt, or him bold and him over the top. I can understand if that's what it was. That is not what it was. That was not what it was. So your question now for us, the question is, when Shayla find out, how this will affect the whole of the thing? When Shayla find out about this, and she start using this against Anthony, about the precious little wife, who decide that she want to tell the world every single thing, don't worry. Don't worry. And I am not Team Shayla. Y'all know I'm not Team Shayla, but when she find out, just consider the impact of that as it comes along. It is exhausting, David. We know. Shayla will throw it in Anthony's face along with Angelina. They will make sure them remind him about the wife him have. Now Shayla will torment Amber for kissing Dalen when she didn't find out. You think? So all she has done is put something else on herself to hang with it. Yes, Shayla will find out because P already told her that they are having problems in their marriage. Of course, because you know Anthony Mouth can't stay one place. He's going to go over Pierre's house. He's going to go vent. And he's going to tell Pierre how, you know, Amber is loose. Even when she's not that, but he's going to tell Pierre all of these things. Look, listen. Let's hope we can get the DNA results and that can change things. Maybe. Aye, sir. Kasim upset today. Nanya upset today. Nobody don't like what go on today. Aye, sir. Nobody likes what's going on today. Nobody likes what's going on. Who cares about Shayla? Who is a Jezebel? Listen, and the problem, you know, is that we don't care, Charmaine. We don't care about Shayla, but the Amber character now cares. That's the thing. She cares. Tomorrow, we find that Kai doesn't belong to Anthony. So what does Shayla really has to say? That's the only thing right now. So can the DNA test save Amber? Maybe that's the question. That's the question. That's a good question. Can the DNA test save Amber? We don't care about Shayla. We really don't care. But can the DNA test save her? Ayana, I have things that I'll take to my grave. Amber was being overly the good wife. She has to stop doing that. That is the point I'm making, Nanya. This was all I was saying. It over the top and it was unnecessary. This was not the time either. If you want to talk about this, maybe you want this in a therapy. Maybe you want this in a therapy 5 years down the line when y'all have become very solid and there's nothing to separate on the thing. This would have come in differently 5 years down the line. 5 years down. But it's all right, Angela. I can believe that this is the time. I'm ready to leave weak Anthony alone. And me agree with you. What do you think? O'Neal disagree with you that Amber needs to leave? Long time ago, she needs to leave. Because Okay. You know what? I think that people don't really read me well. Listen, folks, I want to tell y'all something. I get hung up over the story because the truth is we don't like see the Amber character mistreated. But I feel like we see her mistreated because she puts herself in these places to get mistreated. That also may I say. Anthony told Dalen that he was beneath him because Dalen doesn't make as much money. A long time I tell David them things, yeah. George. The head of I know me says so. It's how they make Sheila in the story. Listen to me. When I make it look like O'Neill said these things. And O'Neill said these things, you know. O'Neill is not saying that Sheila is I'm not doing way too much. You know how them read these stories already. Y'all know how it go. The vows we make. You want to play the vows we make? Amber has more power than she thinks she has. Don't you think what she does? She does. But the deal right now is don't give up all of them power. That's all me. I pray that Amber leaves Anthony once the DNA is tested back and Anthony isn't Kai's father and divorce him. Well, this would I want her to do, but that's the deal. Why are we talking about Sheila? We're just saying that you know say them are going to bring up Sheila in the puzzle. And you know Amber doesn't like to hear about Sheila. That's all me I say. Why make it seem like me I say something bad? Why would I always make it seem like me not talk all the story at work? I know me write it. Looking at this from another angle, Anthony was not careful who he brought around his wife. Both Pierre and Dalen have dealt deceitfully with Amber, yet Anthony cherishes them. From another angle. We don't care about Sheila. She needs to get a wake-up call. That's why I ask you if she can be delivered. Lord gosh. Vanswell, stop. This is not the time, Vanswell. This is not the time to be troubling the people on the channel. But when Amber going to give peace. But I read a variety of comments. So I do. Lovebug, no. Because she has been with the homies in Anthony's eyes. Perfect wife. She stays self-sabotaging herself. She needs counseling to find out why. Yes, Lovebug. That was the point that O'Neill is making. But people think that O'Neill is, anyway. O'Neill, you're right. I don't remember. I remember when Anthony told Dalen that he is not on the same level. He's beneath him. Yes, he has said this. Him said Dalen beneath him. He knows how to treat them like crap. He knows how to get them in line. Him use the money and get them in line. It's too late for deliverance with Sheila and her mother. They're gone. They're beyond gone. Well, I hope so they not come back, He told Sheila that she's not good enough to be his wife. Anthony vowed that he would rather honor life than allow anyone or anything to come between their union. Then that's why you need to just move on. It's done. It is done. Or if you wanted to tell him this, again, tell him in a therapy. The counseling session that you did with the Sheila thing, that's where all of this should be talked about. It's like, guys, I don't mind it, folks. I don't mind the good wife thing, And I don't mind Amber being honest, I don't want to misconstrue what O'Neill is saying. Anthony was never Dalen's friend. Yes, Ashley, never. Him treat Dalen like a piece of crap. Una see it. Una see it. Say him treat him like a piece of crap. But we will see. Maybe them surprise me again. I'm going to have to wear the pot on my head. Will they surprise O'Neill? Last night, O'Neill was surprised. He was shocked. Shocked out of my wits. So maybe they're going to surprise me again. Will they surprise O'Neill again? That's the question. Does O'Neill need to go? Will O'Neill have to wear the strainer pot one more time? Thank you very much for the super chat. Dalen asked Anthony, had he been to check on Amber when Anthony left for Shayla? Dalen had free will to try Amber. Anthony will be a savage. Hold on. Oh. Anthony will be a savage to Amber after this. Thank you very much. That is what he's going to do. He's going to use this. He is going to blow this out of proportion. And I'm going to use this. In fact, he might just say that she's unfaithful. It wouldn't surprise me. Thank you very much for the super chat. Spoon 12. It wouldn't surprise me if Anthony used this. May I listen to David? David, Amber don't listen to O'Neal. Tell him whenever you're ready and whenever you want. Don't listen to O'Neal. All me I say is right now, this can be used against her. If divorce comes up, can this be used? That's the question you need to answer right now. If divorce comes up, can this be used? That's my question. Them that the question I want to ask, because that's what the writers are trying to show you. Maybe Amber got her chance and she maybe miss it. I don't know. But I'm saying, if divorce comes up, can this be used? Rhonda says that their therapist was no good. All she talked about was Wayne. Nothing got addressed. You are well. Also, to Rhonda, part of the point with the therapist is that Amber did also push the conversation. Let's be real. Because Amber sat down in there and she now bring up Shayla like she bring up Shayla. She sit down in there very, very docile and calm. But again, when we go and bring up that she was in a certain state. All right, fine. Go back at the therapy now then. Thank you for the super chat, Spoon 12. May I ask you that? Can the kiss be used? Can the kiss? Amber has to let Anthony know that she never cheated on him with Dalen, but he cheated with Shayla and has a child. Look on a girl's face. What we want to do is look at her face. Does that look like the face of a woman who thinks she's in control? That's the question I ask you. Does this look like the face of a woman who thinks she's in control? Or are we about to see another crying Amber for a couple more months? No, he's not, because he didn't do it when he could have after he learned about Wayne and Amber. Yes. And Amber is going to be saying how sorry she is. Angela Rose, you know the story. You know this work, you know. You know so she now come out of her head. She's not going to come out of her head. This is what Anthony said to Dalen, that he slept with her. This is what Anthony said to Dalen, that he slept with her. If he uses that against her, he would never want her to begin with. But chances are that the case, David. And at that point, may I raise with it, you know. The point may I raise with it is not like how the young lady has given up. She kind of give up some of her leverage to a man who she should be watching a little more careful. Can't be used because it's against, was in a what? A catatonic vulnerable state, and she could have easily said that she was taken advantage of. Can it be used? Can it be used? Hold on. There's a super chat. I have to read a super chat. All right, Townsend. Let me see where your super chat. Dalen took advantage of a vulnerable situation. Amber was out of her mind. Great when she realized what was going on. She pushed him away from her and banned him forever from coming back to her house. and borrowed one. Thank you very much for the super chat, Carla. So I'm reading the super chat. Carla says super chat here. That's a big super chat, Carla. Now I'm going to keep your super chat on the screen. Super chat big. What Carla? You make have to put up a super chat enough. All right, so there you go. This is Carla's super chat. Dalen took advantage of a vulnerable situation. Amber was out of her mind. She out of her mind. So the next time a man comes out of a relationship, he's out of his mind. Based on this, boy, I love what the woman them are talking. So in other words, someone want to know the truth. Can a man be vulnerable and out of his mind? I love this from the ladies them. Can a man be vulnerable and out of his mind after a breakup? Ladies, let me see that. Can a man be vulnerable and out of his mind? Because the funny thing is that Carla has raised a very good point. So remember put your point up, Carla. She vulnerable and out of her mind. She looks like she's sorry and she told Anthony, yes, Michelle, because she shouldn't tell him. She should have left it. The DNA test would humble Anthony that he's not the father. Let's hope. May I hope say him get the free willy. Nanya is upset. Nanya said it's no longer fun at this point. It's ridiculous. And it's not because it's about Amber. It's because it's about a topic that is very horrible for women. Nanya don't like the topic. Stephanie, that part. A whole child from cheating versus a closed mouth kiss. It shouldn't be something, but I'm just saying how he's going to react. And then we're going to ask Dalen how Dalen kissed her. I'm going to ask her them question there. Thank you for the super chat, Carla. I'm going to ask her them question there. Carla, we appreciate your super chat. Thank you very, very much. The 12:30 skit. I think I'm planning something big for the channel somewhere, somehow. Give me some time. I'm going to see exactly if I can put something together. I need to do something big for the channel, you know. Maybe a performance, something. I don't know. But I'll see. Let me work on it. I'm working on it. For Anthony, the kiss is a convenient tool to reframe the narrative and make himself look like the victim. He can ignore his own ongoing affair and turn the tables on Amber. That is the point O'Neal is making. That's why I said she never needed to get in it right now. But maybe on the right. Maybe on the right. We're arguing, but maybe on the right. Oh, please, O'Neal always taking up for the mail. I'm not saying no, me asking. What do you mean? Me ask a question in that chat. Because the truth is, if you're asking it on one side, you must ask it on another. The equation has to be balanced. Isn't that right? It's you know what O'Neal said, sorry. Yes, Nanya, that's exactly what Anthony's doing. He's acting like a victim and he's angry about other things that's going on around him. Yes, that's why Mr. She could have left it. This is the point of the entire life. She never needed to say anything because it wasn't that serious. And if it's not that serious, get over it. Just move on with your life. Forget it ever happened. Nobody never throw. No pum pum never catch. Instead, she go tell Brown Bread what's happening. What she go tell Brown Bread what happened for? Brown Bread never needed to know what is going on. Nobody not afraid of Brown Bread. Dalen alone afraid of Brown Bread and Amber. Those are the people that him can scare. Favor me read a comment. A man can be vulnerable and out of his mind if he walked in on his wife underneath a man. Yes. Well, then they make it that way in the court of law. I'm happy that you ladies have acknowledged that. But in the court of law, trust me. You know how tough it is for a man to show himself vulnerable? But that's a double standard, and I think men have accepted that. Anthony was drunk, and Sheila took advantage of him. Amber was grieving, and Dalen took advantage of her. All right. What is the difference between Sheila? Sheila's taking advantage, and Anthony, and as you guys said, Dale. Okay, you know what? That's a good question. What is the difference between Sheila taking advantage and Dalen taking advantage? That's a good question from ask y'all. What is the difference? Carla, let me say you right, Carla. You give so much super chat now, we have to read what you put in the comments. And that's the same thing that happened to Amber. She has lost her mind. She blacks Sheila. She went through so much that that'll be glad gunshots wasn't fired. We're glad that gunshot never fires. What's the difference? See, the thing about Amber is that she don't have the right people in her life. She gives to give her guidance, and that's why she's weak in her marriage. Linda, may agree with your thing. What is the difference? What is the difference? We want to say the difference. With Anthony getting called into bed with Sheila and Dalen kissing her, that not stand in court at all about Dalen kissing her. May I ask you what the difference? I don't know. May I ask y'all? Anthony didn't sleep with Dalen. Amber didn't sleep with Dalen. I'm watching y'all. Anthony played house with Sheila the whole time they were separated. So what Anthony did was pure. Come on now. I'm not saying that. I'm just reading y'all's comments. Well, she told the truth. No more secrets, and Anthony can't accept them. To hell with him. Well, Angela, I can say y'all know Anthony was going to accept it in the first place. Y'all know man stay. Can't tell a man take the next man do whatever it is. What you mean is a ridiculous question, Nanya? What you mean? May I ask the question, what the difference? I'm genuinely saying, hey, is there a difference to the taking advantage of? I'm asking you a question. Just answer a question. You don't have to say what you mean. But can't matter with Nanya. Nanya is asking me if it's worth it. What do you mean if it's worth it, Nanya? Let me turn on the light on the chair, because I don't know. Nanya, see the chair. Let me get a green light on the chair. Let me give you the green light on the chair right now, Nanya. Green light. Green light. The difference is that Anthony did not stop Sheila, but Amber stopped Dalen. A peck versus pum pum. And I think you guys are pointing to what I'm saying. It was just a peck. Two P's happened. A peck versus the pum pum. There's no difference because both were vulnerable. But see, everybody have a different take on it. Anthony was still grieving over Wayne, turning his wife out. That's the difference. Wayne is the blame for Anthony's actions today. Anthony is now comparing two women based off of Wayne's views. Give me your stake. See a whole lot of vulnerability cases in court. When it comes to men, it's because men are too proud to admit that they were vulnerable. Faye, I beg to differ with that. While I understand what you're saying, a lot of it has to do with societal norms. I keep giving y'all the story of the man that went to the police in Jamaica to tell them that a woman raped him and did a bunch of things to him. What did the police tell him? Go find the women and take them and carry them back. Tell them to come do the same thing to me. That was his report. He never get to file one. He never get to put one down. What I want you to do is do an experiment of getting men to go in for discuss anything that a woman has done to them, and you will see the difference in reactions. This is not, and Alexa is like an unknown is unknown. That is the thing. Now, if you want to say it's a double standard, hey, it's just a double standard. It's one of those double standards that exists. Shayla was planning to take Anthony away from Amber, and that's the difference. Dalen had no intentions of wanting Amber. That's the point. Thank you very much, Ashley, for raising this. Because me notice that everybody talked about it, and all them do is them show Amber's side, and them don't make it look like Dalen was trying to do something. All it looks like is that Dalen was a sleazebag. But if Dalen was really a sleazebag, he would still be hunting Amber till today. If Dalen was the type of man that was really chasing Amber, he would have still been chasing Amber even today. The mere fact that they became friends and Dalen wasn't trying to talk to her, wasn't trying to touch her, wasn't trying to kiss her, anything at all, proves the point that that was not his intention. Because when a man have intentions, he might try again. There's actually no difference. Society makes a difference. Thank you very much, Veronica. That is true. Society does make the difference. Mama Brenda told Amber to teach Shayla how to respect her. She will teach her. But when Amber gets upset, she just goes all the way out the window with it. She goes out the way with anger. Dalen and Amber did not sleep together and have 2-year affair. And it's still going right on now. And Amber has to still share her husband. Spell difference between what happened to Anthony and what happened to Amber. What makes the difference is Anthony is too proud of his own situation or vulnerable to admit. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But even when men admit them things, nothing happen with it though. Nothing happen with it. To be very honest with you. Nanya, it wasn't worth it one bit. She never needed listen. I think we have come to a consensus point that she just never needed to. The timing was wrong. That's just it, It's just the timing just wrong. She never need to. Them relationship just start, build itself back from scratch. Just start from scratch. Some of the time you have to know if you drop things. May I tell you right now, if I was in this situation, and I'm not, because if me did cheat like Anthony, I would have been gone. Because I don't trust women after me cheat. The difference between me and Anthony is I don't trust women after I've cheated. Because I think you're going to do something to me. Maybe traumatic. Me no know, me just know say you have stories. And because of those stories, I rather to learn from other people's mistakes. A wise man learn from other people's problem. So me learn from other people's problem. Me just know this. If you cheat and you have a real wife or whoever it is, don't come back. It's just, that's what we learn. So maybe Anthony is different from me. Him can pull all when he want to pull. Me not have time for that. Me have to start right over from scratch. Only have to start over. Uncivilized. What you say? Do you what? Who is saying that? What happened? What happened now? What happened, Nanya? What happened? What? You can't take on Street Profit. Street Profit has been pushing this for a while now. Street Profit, you come back again with uncivilized comment. Don't worry about it. It's not a real comment. We process this already. We process it already. It's okay. Street Profit is just messing around, Nanya. Street Poet is just messing around. No, he's just messing around. Street Poet is just messing around. Amber is having a villain moment, snitching on Dalen. Snitches. Exactly, Nanya. They made Shayla and Iman perfect, but always knocking Amber. We know who. Well, you mean the writers? Because it's not me. Definitely not me. The kiss did not lead to a continued affair. It was more out of sympathy of a broken trust in Amber's relationship with Anthony than a new, independent betrayal. For many fans, the kiss did not carry the same. It didn't. The kiss was it was nothing. The point. Hold on. Where you say I go on? What's happening? The man says, O'Neal, when somebody puts their hands on your behind, how serious is that going to be? When somebody put their hand on your behind, you mean like a woman? Like a woman touching bottom? You mean like a woman or a man? It is viewed different ways. I'm going to be very honest. It is viewed different ways. If a woman touch you, I mean, you have to let her know yes, so she can't do that. But man try that on a different ball game. We don't want to talk about that on the live right now. What happened? We don't want to talk about that on the live, Nanya. You can't. Nobody set me up like Nanya. You can't set me up like that. Watch how Anthony going to lay in Pierre's lap instead of manning up. Of course, he's going to lay in her lap because I'm telling you that's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. J-Bob, I think you've been with countless of people. J-Dub, whenever I say J-Dub, Cassie nobody laugh, you know, Cassie. Me don't know what Nanya talk about. Don't pull them stunt there with the natty. If a woman touch me, men are going to have some words and I'm going to make her know. So watch her now. Just don't do that. You know? You're correct her. And you move away from her, but no man can't try that. We don't play them games. We not play them games there. This is not Fleece. Me and Fleece have nothing to talk about. O'Neal and Fleece have nothing. There you go. This is not the show for that. O'Neal and Fleece has nothing to talk about. Nothing we have to talk about. We don't have nothing to talk about. So let me just start that right in the tracks. Yes, Keisha. Amber let her guard on too early when it comes to Anthony. She loves him bad. That the love is blind. And I think this was what Angelina was saying on that live. She has said, Amber overplays her hand. Amber overplays her hand. That's the problem we don't like with our thing. And this was an overplaying of Amber's hand. She never need to play this card. This was one of those cards that were never necessary to be played. And I will say this now because the truth is, y'all say you want a relationship work, and I say, O'Neal, you know what? Give Anthony a chance. I'm gonna say, okay, I'll give him a chance. But if you're gonna give it a chance, you give the relationship a chance, that's it. But commend her for being honest, you know, Ozzy, I commend her for being honest, but sometimes just let it go, man, and make it go on. Just let it go. Just let it go. I know everything. Come on, man. Come on. Some things can just be left unsaid. That's all I would say. That's all me I say, but hey. I don't know. You know. Anywho, we fought enough. Me love you the same way. You understand? Only his love for y'all will never die. No matter what's going on. You don't know it go. You understand? Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you at what? The 11:30 show y'all call it. Me call it 8:30. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. Keep smiling. Don't worry yourself.